Uncertainty surrounded the final. By midday, tournament officials were forced to postpone the scheduled noon start by 3 hours because of scattered thunderstorms, moving the opening serve to 3 p.m. local time. Despite the delay, Filipino supporters who had traveled from New York, Virginia, Maryland, and across the East Coast remained outside Rock Creek Park waving Philippine flags and eagerly waiting to witness history. Their patience would soon be rewarded. When the players finally stepped onto the court, they faced suffocating humidity, intense heat, and exhausting conditions that turned every rally into a physical battle. Jessica Pegula, the tournament's top seed and former DC Open champion, settled into the match first and used her experience to gain an early advantage. The opening set was fiercely contested, with Eala creating opportunities and pushing Pegula under pressure. At one stage, the Filipina led 4-3 and held a 40-15 advantage, putting herself in position to strengthen her grip on the set as the crowd erupted with excitement. However, Pegula responded like one of the world's best players, winning 4 straight points to erase the threat before leveling the score at 4-4. Riding that momentum, the American immediately broke serve and confidently closed out the set with a love hold, claiming the opener 6-4 after 40 hard-fought minutes. The statistics reflected Pegula's advantage during the biggest moments. She converted 2 of her 3 breakpoint chances, while Eala managed only 1 break from 4 opportunities. Pegula also controlled the second serve exchanges, winning 7 of 13 points compared to Eala's 3 of 9. Although the score remained close, the world number 3 consistently neutralized Eala's left-handed patterns and took control of the most important rallies. But Eala had no intention of letting the match slip away. The 21-year-old from Quezon City returned for the second set with renewed confidence, holding her opening service games comfortably and moving ahead 2-1 without facing a single break point. She was nearly flawless behind her first serve, winning every first serve point played in the second set while capturing 9 of her 13 total service points. It was clear that she had found her rhythm, and with every game her belief continued to grow. The numbers backed up what everyone watching could see. Eala was beginning to dictate play, striking with greater confidence and forcing Pegula onto the defensive. She had already shown throughout the tournament that she could recover from difficult situations, including an incredible comeback against defending champion Leylah Fernandez after trailing 5-2 in the second set before winning 6 consecutive games to complete another stunning turnaround. That same fighting spirit was once again beginning to shine through. Then, just as the momentum had shifted in Eala's favor, Mother Nature intervened. Thunder echoed across Washington. Lightning flashed near the Rock Creek Park Tennis Center, and officials had no choice but to suspend play after only 55 minutes of action. With Eala leading 2-1 in the second set, and neither player having faced a break point in the set, the championship was suddenly placed on hold, leaving fans around the world wondering whether the young Filipina would be able to pick up exactly where she had left off when the match finally resumed. The momentum Alex Eala had worked so hard to build was suddenly frozen by the weather. What looked like the beginning of an incredible comeback was interrupted as dark clouds rolled in once again, forcing play to stop. Minutes turned into hours as tournament officials repeatedly attempted to dry the courts, but wave after wave of heavy rain and thunderstorms made any restart impossible. After more than 5 hours of waiting, the final decision came at 9:06 p.m. local time. The championship match would be completed on Monday at noon. While weather delays are nothing new at the DC Open, having the final spill into Monday is a rare occurrence, especially since the National Bank Open in Toronto had already begun the day before, leaving players with little time to recover before the next tournament. For Eala, it was an emotional pause in the biggest match of her life. She had arrived in Washington ranked world number 28 and had already produced one of the most impressive runs of her career, defeating Qin Wenjung, Leylah Fernandez, Alina Svitolina, and Naomi Osaka to reach her first WTA 500 final. She had pushed the world number 3 to the limit, only for Mother Nature to interrupt her opportunity. Yet while the rain could delay the match, it could not erase her belief. When Monday arrived, Eala walked back onto the court with a clear purpose. The mission was simple: finish what she had started. Play resumed with Jessica Pegula leading by a set, 6-4, while Eala served at 1-2 in the second set. Pegula had controlled the opening set through experience and consistency, converting 2 of her 3 breakpoint opportunities while limiting Eala to just 1 break from 4 chances. However, before the suspension, the Filipina had begun to take control, winning every first serve point she played in the second set and collecting 9 of her 13 service points overall. As soon as the action restarted, it was obvious that she had not lost her rhythm. Eala held serve confidently to level the set before breaking Pegula, to move ahead 3-2, reigniting the momentum that had been building before the rain delay. The stadium came alive as Filipino fans waved their flags and roared with every point. Pegula, however, reminded everyone why she is one of the world's elite players. The experienced American fought back to level the set at 4-4, refusing to surrender without a fight. With the championship hanging in the balance, the pressure reached its highest point. But Eala had already proven throughout the tournament that pressure only brought out her best. She remembered battling back against defending champion Leylah Fernandez after trailing heavily in the second set, turning what looked like defeat into one of the tournament's most memorable victories. Drawing on that same resilience, she calmly held serve before breaking Pegula once again to capture the second set 6-4 and force a deciding set. What followed was nothing short of extraordinary. Eala elevated her game to another level, striking the ball with confidence, moving effortlessly around the court, and dictating nearly every rally. Pegula, a former U.S. Open finalist with 11 career titles, simply had no answer. Game after game slipped away as Eala completed a flawless final set, winning 6 consecutive games to seal a stunning 6-0 finish. The final scoreboard read 4-6, 6-4, 6-0, marking one of the most unforgettable victories of her career. In a dramatic championship delayed by rain and filled with momentum swings, the young Filipina defeated the world number 3 to capture the biggest title of her life. It was a triumph built on resilience, belief, and relentless determination. Faced with adversity, Eala never stopped fighting. She trusted herself, embraced the challenge, and once again proved that the young girl, once known for her colorful socks and light-up shoes, had grown into a champion capable of conquering the biggest stages in tennis. As she lifted the trophy, still warm from the presentation ceremony, the tennis world knew it had witnessed a truly unforgettable moment. As the confetti continued to fall and Alex Eala celebrated the biggest victory of her career, the numbers behind her incredible triumph were just as remarkable as the trophy itself. The Mubadala DC Open Championship came with a life-changing reward. The champion's prize money of $252,000, approximately $15.4 million in local currency, became the largest single paycheck of Eala's professional career. Even as the runner-up, Jessica Pegula would have earned a significant reward of $155,000, around $9.5 million, but for Eala, this moment represented much more than financial success. The true value of the victory came through the ranking points that would completely transform her place in the tennis world. Entering Washington ranked world number 28 with 1,666 ranking points, Eala had already secured a rise to number 24 after reaching the semi-final by defeating Naomi Osaka, bringing her total to 1,931 points. But winning the championship added another 500 points, sending the Filipinas star soaring to a career-changing world number 20 ranking. In just one tournament, she climbed 8 positions and reached a new level of success. To understand the magnitude of the achievement, after her historic Wimbledon campaign, Eala gained 240 points and moved up to number 28. In Washington, she collected more ranking points in a single week than she earned during an entire Grand Slam run. This was no ordinary improvement. This was the breakthrough moment every young player dreams about. Earlier in the tournament, when asked about the possibility of a major ranking jump, Eala admitted, "That sounds amazing. That sounds so surreal." She added that seeing those numbers was almost unbelievable, but something she was incredibly proud of. The results proved that her hard work was finally turning into history. With the championship, Eala captured her first WTA Tour level title, leveled her head-to-head record against Pegula, and earned revenge against the same player who ended her breakthrough run at the 2025 Miami Open. She also denied the American a second DC Open crown, making the victory even more meaningful. It was not just a title win, it was redemption and the beginning of a new chapter. But before the trophy celebration, before the confetti, and before the dramatic rain-delayed final, Alex Eala had already created one of the most unforgettable tournament runs in recent tennis history. The 21-year-old from Quezon City arrived in Washington as world number 28, a rising talent with huge potential. She left as a WTA 500 champion with a victory list that included an Olympic gold medalist, a defending champion, a world number 10 player, a four-time Grand Slam champion, and the world number 3. In only 1 week, she completely changed the story of Philippine tennis. Her journey began with a chance for redemption against Qin Wenjiang, the Olympic gold medalist who had previously defeated her at the 2023 Asian Games. Years of disappointment and unanswered questions were waiting on the other side of the net, but this time Eala was ready. After losing the opening set and falling behind, she showed incredible composure, winning 4 of the final 5 games to complete a stunning comeback victory, 4-6, 6-4, 6-1, and even the rivalry at 1 win apiece. The next challenge tested her mentality even further. Waiting for her was Leylah Fernandez, the defending champion who had defeated Eala convincingly in Stuttgart earlier that season. This time, the story was completely different. Eala controlled the opening set with confidence, racing to a 6-2 victory in just 34 minutes. But the second set became a true test of character when Fernandez surged ahead 5-1 and appeared ready to force a deciding set. The pressure was enormous, and memories of the previous defeat began to return. But Eala refused to surrender. She fought back with incredible determination, winning 5 consecutive games to move ahead 6-5 before dominating the tiebreak 7-1. With a 6-2, 7-6 victory secured, Eala proved once again that her greatest weapon was not just her talent, but her ability to fight when everything was against her. The defending champion had been eliminated, and Alex Eala's incredible journey in Washington was becoming the story of the tournament. In the quarterfinals, the Filipina sensation faced another major challenge against world number 10 Elena Svitolina, the tournament's second seed. But Eala had already proven she belonged at this level. Just weeks earlier in Berlin, she had defeated the Ukrainian star with the exact same scoreline. And in Washington, she repeated the achievement with another commanding 6-3, 6-4 victory. Eala broke Svitolina's serve 6 times during the match, becoming one of the few players capable of overpowering a top 10 opponent so consistently. For the second time in just over a month, she had defeated a world-class player from the top 10 in straight sets, sending a clear message to the tennis world. The semi-final represented another historic moment. For the first time ever, an all-Asian semi-final took place at a WTA 500 tournament. And standing across the net was none other than Naomi Osaka, the 4-time Grand Slam champion and former world number 1. It was a battle between Osaka's incredible power and Eala's patience, movement, and precision. But the Filipina made the challenge look effortless. She controlled the match from start to finish, defeating Osaka 6-4, 6-2 in just 76 minutes. Eala broke Osaka's serve 4 times while committing only 18 unforced errors compared to Osaka's 34. After the victory, Eala explained that she felt she had played one of her best matches, staying mentally strong and completely focused until the final point. Osaka, despite the defeat, showed nothing but respect for the rising star, calling her incredible and recognizing that Eala had become someone young players could look up to. With Osaka behind her and the final waiting, Eala had reached the biggest match of her career. The rain had tried to interrupt her journey. The world number 3 had tried to stop her. But nothing could prevent Alex Eala from creating history. The final score of 4-6, 6-4, 6-0 told the story of one of the most dramatic comebacks in recent tennis memory. The trophy was finally in her hands, and an entire nation celebrated with her. The victory marked Eala's first WTA 500 title, the greatest achievement of her young career, and a historic milestone as the first Filipina player to win a WTA 500 singles championship, and the first Southeast Asian woman to accomplish the feat. She entered Washington ranked world number 28 and left as a champion with a new career-high ranking of world number 20, a $252,000 championship prize, and a place among the most important names in Philippine tennis history. The victory also pushed her to 9 career wins over top 10 opponents, including 7 victories against top 10 players during the season alone. The championship match itself was filled with drama from the very beginning. The final had been suspended on Sunday, with Eala trailing 6-4, 1-2 after rain, and lightning forced the players off the court following just 57 minutes of action. Pegula, the world number 3, had taken control of the opening set by converting 2 of her 3 breakpoint opportunities, but Eala had started finding her rhythm in the second set, holding serve confidently and moving ahead before the weather stopped play. When the match resumed on Monday, however, Eala returned as a completely different player. She had reset mentally, regained her confidence, and stepped onto the court determined to finish the job. The 2 players stayed locked in a battle until the score reached 4-4. But then Eala took over. She began controlling the longer rallies, firing winners from all areas of the court, and putting constant pressure on Pegula. In the 10th game, she finally earned the breakthrough, breaking the American's serve to force a deciding set. What followed was a true championship performance. Instead of a nervous battle, the final set became a showcase of Eala's fearless tennis. She attacked relentlessly, moved with confidence, and completely overwhelmed a stunned Pegula, winning 6 consecutive games to capture the biggest title of her career. She converted her first championship point and completed a comeback that few could have imagined when she was trailing early in the match. This victory represented everything